So here we are at Podes Road. This is where I picked Lance up from. In fact, if we go over here we can still see where he was asleep when I picked him up. Either that or someone else has had a sleep in the meantime. Look. There's Lance's imprint. So Lance is about to walk off all the way to Waikanai, and we're going to go down and meet him down there at the end of that walk. I'd just like to say that it's really encouraging to have someone that only knows a positive influence on what we're doing here as far as water goes. We can get pretty negative about it at times. I don't think there's a negative bone in this man's body anyway. I'm going to give the camera to Lance now, and the next bits of footage you're going to get will be of this man walking along the hill, so it'll be good. Beautiful little clearing up here on one of the peaks in the Tararuas. Just on my first portion of the track before I get to the Waipehu hut, and it's really nice. Okay, I'm getting quite a long way up here now on the first day walking back up into the Tararuas, and out here you can see out to the coast, Horowhenua region. I think down there you can see Lake Horowhenua, the Vins down there. If you look out over that way, we're looking down towards the Kapiti coast, and I'm pretty sure that what I can see off in the distance there is the mighty South Island, which is pretty exciting for me. Really stoked about that actually. I had heard that on a clear day you could see down to the South Island, and I'm reasonably confident that out that way is what we are looking at right now. Just beautiful up here, right up in the mountains. Once you get down there, there's Levin and Lake Horowhenua. Looking out over here towards the Tararuas. It's pretty amazing. You're just up in the mountains, and there's something really quite stirring about being up in the mountains. You get a real sense of how small you are, but you also get a real sense of accomplishment for, you know, climbing a mountain. Bit of a memorial here for Ralph Wood. So this is a freaky looking wasp. Look at that thing. I don't think I've seen one before. There's quite a lot of really strange stuff in the Tararuas. This is pretty much the biggest worm I think I've ever seen. It's dead, but it's big. Like, there's my hand in comparison. Just up here pretty deep in the ranges now. Just coming up on what I think is the Tamatawai hut. I just passed what I believe to be the, I think it was a helicopter landing pad, and you might be able to see that sweat's kind of dripping off me. It's been a pretty tough day. 10:30 I started from Gladstone Road. Now I'm just heading on down. It's about coming up 6:30 now, and it's about 8 hours minus a 1 hour lunch break. About 7 hours of walking, a lot of uphill, quite a lot of downhill, and we're coming down towards the Tararua hut here, I believe it's called, and wonder if there's anybody home. Kia ora. Oh yeah, no junk mail. Sweet as. Nobody home. I better take my boots off. Just chilling out here in the hut. Got a little bit of a fire going here. I just made myself a really super awesome Tararua Trail casserole. Mushrooms, salami, gravy, peas, mashed potatoes. All good. Right, it's 15th of January at about 10 to 9 in the morning. Had a little bit of a slow start this morning, but it is just a bloody stunning day out here in the Tararuas. Gonna start the morning by climbing up that big bad boy there. It's not named on the map, but it's 1432 meters above sea level, and then gonna walk along that ridge there. I believe it looks like on the map, right along that ridge, along that way, and somewhere along there is the Dracophyllum hut, which sounds kind of slightly foreboding. So should be an interesting day. Looks pretty hard. Been climbing for about an hour, and down there's where I came from. There's a little hut. It's a Tararua hut, and just going to go for a walk up to the top of this peak here. Don't know what the name of it is. I know that one there is Arete, and there's a bivouac around there somewhere. Arete Biv, and I'm going to head off down that way after I've been up the top of there. So I'll go for a little walk up. I think I'll leave my bag here. Pretty sure it'll be safe. Wish I could walk without a pack all the time. It's really just infinitely more comfortable and easy going climbing up hills. And out there is the Horowhenua once again, Levin, looking out that way. I don't know if you can see it on camera, but I can see a bit of a silhouette of the mountains in the South Island down there. Come around this way, looking out into the South Wairarapa, and through there, that's probably looking out towards Masterton, possibly even up towards the Hawke's Bay, I guess. It's pretty rugged country up here. Just here at the Dracophyllum hut, which is the cutest little hut that I think I've ever seen. It's a little 2-bunk hut, and it's got the feathers here. Strap it down so it doesn't blow away in the wind. It's so little, and it's so windy up here sometimes. A lot of trees blown over on the way down. But yeah, it's a good place to stop and have some lunch, and that's what I'm going to do right now. Yeah, g'day. Just here at the Nichols hut. Pretty terrible day. nestled in here on the side of some mountains up there and over that way. I'm supposed to head up that way, go to Mount Crawford and go over the top of Mount Crawford, but if you go at the top of these stairs here, you come to a little saddle and the wind is absolutely howling in over the top there. So it looks like I'm going to have to stay put for the day. Just coming up on Mount Crawford now. Just up ahead in the distance. Battery's about to go flat and I won't be able to show you much from up there anyway. But had to stick around at the Nichols hut for a day, waiting for the weather to clear. But today it's come up really nice. Yeah, got that to go, then down into the bush, and should be a good adventure going up there this morning. Just going back up the other side of Mount Crawford to have a look. The cloud just lifted for a minute, and it's a pretty spectacular day up here. Right up the top there, look out to the Pacific Ocean, or the Tasman Sea rather, and you could probably, if the cloud wasn't there, see the Pacific Ocean on that side. There's Andrew. Yeah, I've got Travis and Andrew here with me up the top. Old wreckage from the tram line. He used to run through here. So I'm here approaching Otaki Fork, just standing next to one of the little tributaries here. Been going through and having a few drinks from the little streams that go down because it's really good, really tasty water, and not too far to go now. Battery is now actually really almost dead. The Tararua Ranges, if you haven't been up in there, the Tararuas are just exceptional, amazing, majestic mountains, and it's probably it's definitely one of the two major highlights of the North Island. And I highly recommend it to anybody who is thinking about getting out there, as long as you're well prepared.